towards the tail end of the 1990s, there was this scene that was growing in New York, which I was lucky enough to be a part of, albeit I was very, very young at the time. I was still a teenager, along with a bunch of my friends who I still work with closely. And it was a very, very tight-knit scene. I don't want to say DIY. I mean, you could say DIY, but it was a bunch of guys who were kind of running counter to what was happening in sort of popular music and not really caring, because what we cared about was like cool old 60s records, be them from Jamaica or America or West Africa. All of us were of sort of very kind of one mind about wanting to make records that didn't really sound like the stuff that was going on. And honestly, for years and years and years, we didn't really care about the commercial impact or anything like that. We tried to build things very organically. We put out 45s dogmatically. We would press 545s of everything we recorded. We would do LPs, we would play small shows, and it was really only later on with people like Amy Winehouse where that sort of sound was, I don't want to say co-opted, but was used on a much bigger commercial level. And but ultimately, it was just like a bunch of really, really good friends from New York who got together with the same idea about how they want their instruments to sound and how they want to play the music, and that ended up translating and doing a lot of really wonderful things.